This is going to be a very interesting intro, just designed to trigger one certain viewer, so let's get started. Добре дошли отново. Да играем рандомизирана супера Thracia, глава 3. I'm probably butchered every single word of that, but yeah, welcome back to more randomized Super Thracia, this time with Chapter 3, and not with Crash, not with Cyro, this time with Dekulink.
Hey.
And Xylon.
Hello, I did not understand a single word of what you just said in that opening, but I'm here.
Do you have a guess at what language that was?
It sounded a little bit like Spanish.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if that was even close.
Not even closely
Maybe
Spanish.
something in the former Soviet Union direct?
Yeah, I mean, I only know parts of Russian, parts of the Russian language, but it was actually Bulgarian.
Ah, yeah.
And it's especially designed to trigger fork launcher if that actually worked.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, looking back on it, that was nowhere close to Spanish. Okay.
Yeah.
Shows how cultured I am.
So, Chapter 3.
Alright, Chapter 3.
Jump right into it.
So this is going to be super interesting, because not only am I not familiar with Super Thracia, I'm not familiar with it randomized either, so I have like 2 degrees of separation.
And you
I
haven't
played in randomizer once of Thracia, but never in Super Thracia.
and you haven't even seen Chapter 2X yet, so yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Right. Curse you.
Yeah. I remember Chapter 3 was pretty simple in vanilla. There's not really too many tricks in it, so I'm curious what Super Thracia does.
I think Chapter 2X goes up in roughly 1.5 hours from time of recording, so
awesome.
I think you can watch that after this, after we're done with this. Maybe we're even doing Chapter 4 if you want to today.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
I'm down.
Chapter 3. Chapter 3.
So I know immediately looking at the boss that something is a little off there.
Yeah, also this guy usually isn't here. It's usually a bishop.
Oh, right.
Wanna see who it is?
Is it Wert? Knew it.
Oh my goodness.
Help.
He has 40 magic, but he has a hell tome.
That seems kind of redundant. Remind me, caps in this game are 40, correct?
Yes.
And 80 HP. Okay.
Yes, and 25 build.
25 build.
What is the staff down there that he has?
It almost looks like the magic up staff.
It's not. This right here, which you're probably not trying to get at, this is Fortify, and this right here is Berserk.
Ah.
Oh.
Guess what? I don't have a single resource staff.
Yep, I'm like, you don't have a restore staff at this point, do you?
Do you have one in regular Super Thracia?
No.
Ah,
This
figured
is a
as
good
much.
design game, guys. This is good design.
I think you're already familiar with most of the units right here, but
Yeah, I've seen the first 2 parts.
we have 2 new units.
Oh, I see one's a Peg Knight.
Lithis. Lithis the Armor Knight.
That looks terrible. He looks terrible.
He is,
Not good.
but he still has steel, so that's good.
He's not gonna
How
be
does that
stealing
work?
much of that 8 base speed.
Can use swords and lances, and I mean swords and lances pretty weird because I think the only armor knight you're usually getting is Dolgen, and he uses swords and axes.
In vanilla FE5 or in Super Thracia?
Super Thracia.
Ah.
He is an axe armor in vanilla.
Yeah, I was like,
Also, you already is in armor.
So I think you can guess who this is.
Gazes.
Not quite.
Oh.
Sappy.
Sephi.
Okay, she's looking a bit better. 17 magic, jeez.
She is so fast.
Yeah.
And I think I have a lot of things I want to talk about. All written them down.
Nice.
First of all, this thing right here. It's a 1 to 2 range spear called the Iron Maiden. And it's effective against magic units. So that's pretty good.
Why is it called the Iron Maiden?
I have no idea. I'm just pulling the names off of Serene's Forest.
So were these weapons in vanilla Thracia, or were they added in Super Thracia?
Super Thracia.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay, I see.
And then
'Cause I'm like, I don't remember these weapons.
the lance Ava has right here is actually the Ramfada spear, and it's effective against sword units. Or
Lots of
sword
effective
fighters.
weapons.
Oh,
So-
okay, so it's like sword fighters and mercenaries and that stuff.
Yeah,
Does it have a weight of 20?
it
I'm
does.
not quite used to the Japanese menus. Okay. I gotta get
So,
used
so
to
you
this.
got 80 hit, 20 might,
20 might, 10
10
crit,
crit range,
2
and
to
then
3
weight.
range.
And I was wrong in I think it was in the first part where I said it, that one of the two weapons was effective against ground units. That was wrong.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the A rank Dark Tome, the Earthquake. That thing is effective against ground units.
I just got guided flashbacks.
Tearing Saga for me.
I never played this. Oh, I never finished. I started once, then it ate my save file, and I got frustrated.
That's unfortunate.
What else do I have on my... What else have I written down? The bow that genre has right here. It's a long name. It's the Flying Dragon's Heavenly Bow. It is brave and gives you plus 10 luck when you have it equipped.
Huh. That's a really good bow.
Yeah.
Too
Sadly,
bad she's a bishop in disguise.
yeah. I also have no idea if hammers are actually effective against her or not, because she looks like a bow armor but is secretly a bishop.
A bishop, yeah, and in battle she has a bishop sprite. I'm not sure either.
Maybe it is effective, maybe it isn't, I have no clue. What else? What
Just
else?
test it.
So what units do you think out of the starting bunch are going to be helpful in the long run?
Orson, probably, because he has a ton of magic.
Figured as much. He looks pretty solid.
Thing is, you basically need a rank dark user for the final chapter. Otherwise, it's almost impossible.
Super Thracia is a well-designed game, guys.
The final chapter is just stupid, because this weapon right here, it's effective against the final boss, but with a critical
Okay.
it does no damage. It still does no damage,
What?
because the boss has so much physical bulk that it just doesn't do any damage.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think we will even see the boss in this playthrough? Or
I have no idea if it breaks before that, but I'm trying to get there.
We'll find out. So I'm assuming you're gonna try to rescue the children as normal?
Yeah,
Is that normal or is it different?
yeah, it's still normal. I have no idea who
Okay.
belongs to which house, but they still need to go down here.
is it the same order as in Thracia, or
I have no idea. I just get the children down here and try which one goes where.
I could pull up the Thracian order just to see.
Oh my god. You don't even know what Chapter 18 looks like. Chapter 18 is actually really good in Super Thracia, as stupid as it sounds.
I mean, you probably could only go up, depending on what it was already in original Thracia in terms of recruiting Xavier.
Wait. That looks like the Queen's Bride.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That does.
Right. Is it even used in the main game? I don't think so.
Not in FE5.
Maybe that's why he's different from Miranda, because he has Miranda's map sprite, but it might be treating him as a queen.
I never recruited Miranda, so I can't say.
She's not worth it.
This is so weird.
So, what all did you randomize for this playthrough?
I randomized the classes,
Classes.
and classes, everyone has a leadership star. I set movement stars between 1 and 5, although that doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, it seems like it's
Or
just
maybe
one
you're
for
just
everyone.
unlucky.
Maybe.
What else? PCC values between 1 and 5. Item give events are random. And then the most horrible thing, because Crash told me to do so, random promotions.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
So if anything,
Oh my.
so if we are stuck at a certain point, blame Crash.
Exactly. At least I can
I
blame
can't
him.
believe he did that.
At
Tried to
least
do
I can
that
blame
anyways.
him. If something goes wrong. His
So
fault.
if Orson promotes to like a physical unit. Okay.
Yeah, it could be bad.
Maybe the promo gains are good.
We'll hope so. Were anything about the enemies changed, or are they the same?
I think this guy had a dorky. Yeah, they're usually the same with higher stats, and then you got 3 Ardens.
No, I know about the Ardens.
Oh god.
They all
I
have
didn't know
Master
that.
Swords.
They all have Master Swords, they all have Vantage.
They all have Charisma, it looks like.
No, it's,
Charisma,
wave
yeah.
effect.
But they only have 1 move.
But if you attack them, they get 30 move, right?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. This game is gonna... This game, man. This game.
I love it so much. It's amazing.
You finished Vanilla Super Thracia, right?
Yeah.
Only a few can say that.
I commend you to your bravery.
I do too.
It's an interesting experience.
Mhm.
It looks like bad design, but in a fun way.
It wasn't fun.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, I know the archives of it are on your channel, so I wanted to give those a watch for a little bit. They look chaotic.
So, Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Actually I have something else written on my nice sheet of paper that I wanted to talk about. It's... well, I checked my analytics right before starting this video and... oh shit, that's a Berserk. Ugh.
Oh no, he deserves that now! Oh no!
Okay, pick up boy. Okay.
That's bad.
I was like, I think that might already be a game over.
Wait. Let me... I need
Normal
to
Super
know
Thracia.
who he would target. It's actually a really bad trade. I need to
Berserk
know
is based off
hit
max
points.
health, right?
Yep.
Yeah, hit points. So
I need to find someone that he can... so basically, he needs to berserk somebody that is just worthless to me. Or I guess this works.
which sucks because he's definitely your best combat unit. Oh man, that's terrible.
But I can't rescue him. Or actually, I can.
He's too big.
I can.
Yeah, he's got 20. He's got 24 build.
No, I can rescue him.
Oh, you can?
It
There we
works.
go.
I think if your build is 25, you can't rescue. But now he will berserk someone else. So
I think you're right, yeah.
that would be bad.
That's bad, but like less bad than Dagdar.
Still bad.
Still bad. But you could probably rescue her pretty easily.
But at some point they will just go for Avel. I think.
I think you could use that opportunity. Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't go for Avel already. Because she has...
Ooh, that's perfect. That's actually perfect.
That's fine.
Because
That's fine.
I can rescue, and this is like how I do it in vanilla. I can just use Helva right here, trade her weapons away, and put her in this spot right here. Because then she will be blocked by this cliff, and Havan, so she can't move anywhere.
And it works because you don't want to use Havan anyway.
Yeah.
I know a little bit of what happens in 8x, so I know why you're not using Havan.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Look at the bright side. Maybe soft lock before it.
What were you saying before Feld tried to berserk Dagdar?
Oh right, the analytics. I looked at them before starting this video, and my most watched video right now is actually the start of the normal randomized run, or the first episode of the normal randomized run. And the second most watched video is Chapter 1 of randomized Super Thracia.
Oh, that was quick.
That was really quick.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think there were a lot of people in the server who were interested in seeing Super Thracia.
It has 70 views at this point. And the third most watched video is actually Chapter 2 of randomized Super Thracia with 55 views.
Nice. Alright. Hopefully this one will be even more, because I know everyone wants to hear my thoughts on Super Thracia.
For mine, a person who practically no one outside of Project Exile knows. Maybe I should introduce myself, but what should I say?
Oh man, so what's your plan with dealing with those Ardens? Just hope for crits?
Yeah. That's how I dealt with the last Arden.
Yep. At least in vanilla Super Thracia, you have a hammer, right?
I think so.
I think so.
It's been ages since I
sounds
played
way
the
too
beginning
fair
of
for
Super
Super
Thracia.
Thracia.
Yeah, Ronan, I don't know how you're keeping so many different versions of Thracia straight in your head. Nice.
Speed. I want that tome. I need to get that mage over here. So, what am I supposed to do with you? Also, that guy still opens the chest and the door.
And he gets like a meteor.
If there would be a meteor in there, he wouldn't have, like, he doesn't have any fire rank, so...
Oh. But it might be different what's in the chest, okay.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Could be different. Time to rig some crits.
Nice.
You only randomized events and not chests.
No, they're the same. So, basically anything that could give you an item is randomized. Just, in some cases they aren't, like the Chapter 2 vulnerary village, or like all villages in Chapter 2.
I see.
Come on!
So, remind me the crit formula in Thracia, does it just ignore defense?
It doubles the attack stats, so strength plus weapon might, and that is doubled.
Yeah,
Okay.
right here it's 48 times 2 minus 40.
I see.
There we go.
Nice.
We killed Arden.
Abel
I
steals
know you-
all the experience.
You definitely need to one-round KO those guys. Or at least have a backup plan to kill them within one turn.
Oh, you know what? We forgot something.
What did we forget?
The background color joke. You forgot to do it.
Oh. It's not the real fake purple.
I like to think I'm above jokes like that.
I ain't, but I can't make the same joke twice.
It needs to be mentioned in every single video now. Simply because Crash brought it up in episode 1.
I mean, technically, if you look at Arden's speed base, it is a fake base because it becomes 40.
Get out.
Alright, thanks for having me on. I'll see you guys later. No.
Wir nehmen dann den Server, okay?
I am not doing that.
You're not doing what?
Now it's time for the thing we talked about before recording, so go for it. Go for it, Dekulink. I think you know what I mean.
Excuse me.
We didn't talk about anything. Or did you mean that Xylo uns die Rechte gibt, den Server zu übernehmen?
Yeah, basically. It translates into "we like you, Xylo."
Oh my goodness, Cap does that so much. He will send me German and I'll have no idea what it means. And I'm like, okay, Cap. So Leaf is your only healer at this point, right?
And Finn.
Oh, and Finn, yeah, he's a troubadour. That makes
And Jan, because why not?
sense. Oh yeah, because she's a bishop.
No, she's a bow armor.
Which one is the game? Make up your mind. Oh my goodness, what if the game also randomized classes, but then it also randomized, like, battle animations, so, like, everyone was like Jean.
Oh
That'd
god.
be so confusing.
Oh, whoops, that was suspend.
I
Oh
never
my
saw that
goodness.
suspend menu before.
I love that portrait of Anna. It looks so good.
Thracia portraits in general look really good,
They look
especially
amazing.
compared to FE4.
Especially.
Oh, there's some interesting portraits later on.
Oh, I know there are some really good portraits in this one.
Well, not good as the,
And some bad ones.
who did it? I think it was it Zane? Was it Zane that created the FE5 Calic portrait?
Oh, I don't think it was Zane, but I'm not sure who it was.
Ah, god, that thing looks cool.
The Thracia portrait style just looks so good. I love it.
Lifis is so slow he can't steal anything.
No, yeah, Lipis is useless. So it looks like.
Steal from Arden.
Do you have skills randomized?
No, because the randomizer can't do that. Sadly.
Okay. So Orson just has Miracle in Super Thracia.
No, he doesn't. That's a class skill. For some reason.
Oh, okay. I see.
Like it's completely weird.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to ignore Dagda and just go for the villages.
Yeah, I think that's what their AI is set to. Unless you block their path, which is hard to do on this open of a map.
Oh right, she also had steal. I forgot. Because this is the randomizer giving Safi steal. I have no idea why it does that, but it always does it.
I mean, hey, I'll take it. She's much better at thieving. Well, except for her build is kind of low. so she probably won't be able to steal.
Yeah.
Weapons, but she'll be able to steal from faster enemies at least.
If I could do a tiny bit of damage, it would work. Or I think I can just crit. Yeah, that would be easier. Why does that guy have 19 hit points? That seems really low.
Yeah, that seems accurate for vanilla Thracia, but probably not for super Thracia.
No.
Nice. That was
Well.
that was perfect.
Good job, Finn.
If this was Bearwick Saga, that would have crippled him.
Still don't know anything about the other Kaga games.
Oh man, they have some complex mechanics. Alright, Avail, back to what you're doing. She has 40 crit on these guys?
Yeah,
Okay. That's a pretty solid crit chance.
but I still hate rigging.
Yeah.
It takes a while. There we go, and... Ah!
Nope.
Yeah. Great game design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about a 15% chance of success critting twice. There we go.
Well, except if she has PCC.
Oh shoot, that's right.
I have no
Which
idea.
we can't see.
I have no idea what her PCC value is.
Nope.
I think it must be pretty high if you consider that she is pretty reliable, critted on the second hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
she had a
it's-
PCC of
it
3
can't
or
be
higher.
higher than 2.
Yeah, it's at least 2. Because she hasn't crit every time on the follow-up attack. One left. I just like to imagine the people who made this hack were like, okay, how should we guard the entrance to this chapter? Let's put 3 enemies that you need to rig double crits on to be perfect.
Funnily enough, the first time I played Super Thracia, I didn't even need to fight them. Because I just baited them down
You just move
and
them out of
just
the way.
walked all the way over here. And it just went this way.
You can. I've never noticed that you can get through that door. You
Yeah,
totally can, though.
Here's also a door, but you never use it.
Yeah. I knew that one, but I didn't even realize you could go in through the right side.
I need to kill that guy, otherwise he goes for Havan. Easy. It looks so stupid. Can Leaf even do? Well, I can rig a crit to give him experience.
18%. I actually really like this map in normal Thracia. I think it's an interesting one.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm also a big fan of the mythological kind of reference that it has.
Right, it's Cerberus Gate or...
I think it's Karabos. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but basically it's the gate to hell.
No.
Seems fitting for Super Thracia.
It really does.
Depends on how bad Manster is in Super Thracia.
Oh yeah, are there any fun tricks in Manster? I know 4X
Yeah.
is completely different.
4X doesn't have Fog of War, so it's actually easier than vanilla.
Nice.
Chapter 4X, but Sati is an enemy.
Is that true?
No.
Okay. Oh, you scared me.
That would be my decision.
You know what's funny about chapter 21X?
Yeah, the detention fort?
Yeah. Every single enemy is Arden. Except the boss, I think. The boss is like... I think the boss is Sarah. And she also has Evil Immunity and capped build, so you can't even capture her.
Can you still just escape the chapter or...
Yeah, it's just... Like vanilla Thracia, you can just leave on the first turn. I think.
Why would you ever go there?
Or do you? I don't even remember if you start somewhere else or start at the bottom. But it has some nice loot.
Yeah, that's the real reason to go there in normal Thracia. You can get like 4 or 5
but you
different
go there,
staffs.
use thief staff 3 times,
Yeah.
and go out.
And then leave.
I tried playing it normally, and nope, not doing that again.
It is a rough chapter trying to play it vanilla, or without thieving or warping. So, but it just sounds like not even worth going to in Super Thracia.
I mean, all the Arns have one move, and you can easily escape
That's
before
fair.
they catch up to you. I need to steal... I think I need to steal all the door keys in this
Is there a chapter coming up that has an absurd amount of doors?
No, but I don't have a lockpick. Like,
true.
Livus didn't spawn with one.
And
What
you
key
wouldn't,
is it?
you wouldn't be able to use it anyway.
He can use it. Every single unit in Thracia with the steel skill can use a lockpick.
Oh, I didn't
that's
know
nice.
that.
The randomizer teach me that, because even Safi can use one. Funnily enough.
Flying lockpick, nice. I thought it was tied to the thief class.
No, it's tied to the skill.
I see.
So... I'm getting a ton of notifications on Discord. But I can't look right now.
One of them is in the group chat.
I have 7, so...
Uh,
Yeah, they're all from the group
Wait.
chat, but no big deal.
the 7 messages. It could be possible it's all us.
Yeah, it's all us. I went ahead and muted my Discord.
Oh, smart idea. Wait a
I
minute.
guess I didn't need to do that in retrospect, but oh well, it's fine.
Hmm. What else?
Yeah, this chapter seems to be going pretty well according to plan.
Yeah.
The 3 Ardens seemed like the biggest part, the hardest part.
That guy has 10 speed, so Lefis is too slow to do anything. Also,
Dang it, Lefis.
also, in Super Thracia, mounts can actually move indoors. Well, sort of. They have huge terrain penalties, but they can still move indoors while being
So
mounted.
kinda like in Radiant Dawn.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I
see.
think instead of getting -2 move, the terrain cost just gets doubled.
So probably like -4. If I had to guess.
Maybe.
That's interesting. I think I like that. That way, if you want them to move quicker, you need to dismount them.
Yeah. And you're not forced to use swords.
Yeah, you're not forced to dismount. Interesting.
That's one of my gripes with normal Thracia. They give you, I think, 2 personal lances. Both are extremely good. And I never even ran out of half of Dean's Dragon Lance.
Yep.
Or Dragon Pike is it called now.
Yep, it's unfortunate that lances get really shafted indoors. That would have totally been fixed, well, to an extent. It would have totally been fixed if Dulcian was a Lance Knight and not an Axe Knight. I don't know why he's an Axe Knight.
Because you didn't have enough access already in Thracia.
Apparently.
And because you can put a hammer on Dulcian and let him wreck hammer armor knights.
It's like
Give
they're
him the
playing
vantage.
secret.
Better than
Yeah,
Orban.
Give him Vantage and he'll do fine, but not and he'll be in trouble. God, Thracia loves hammers, it's ridiculous.
Hammer party.
Hammer party.
Marty part.
Does anyone have a sword? Do I even have a sword?
Finn had one.
Finn had a rapier, that was about it. I think that's the only sword you have.
I have one sword. What the hell? That's not usual. That's... Huh. Okay, yeah, so the 7 messages was all in the one chat.
Yep. Yep.
3 or 4 hours. I think I can still record then. Okay, good. So... give me that, then I need to rescue her. With someone. Marty. Go, Marty. Good unit.
We have footage of Marty doubling something in Chapter 3.
Marty... Marty always doubles because of the brave skill.
Oh man, it's not even. It's not even.
Lost my bubble.
Or with the God, I forgot what I'm trying to say. What was I trying to say? Well, you could also say that Marty is a racist because of this skill. Whoever gets that meme. I don't even remember where it came from, but it's like something about if you're a racist, or if you are brave, you're also racist or something. And
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It was a tweet, stop saying brave and instead say racist.
Yeah, he's a racist now.
Confirmed what Kaga has wanted all along.
Okay, Finn can't move indoors.
Maybe you have to dismount him, and once you're in, you can move again. Maybe the movement penalty were just too big to step in.
Yeah, it might have just been the stairs or too much. Too much for his horse.
Rank.
Or it's like in, I think it's Fire Emblem 4, where unpromoted mounted units just can't cross mountains, and it's the same here with stairs.
Yeah, they just can't.
It's not the right save state. That's the right save state.
Come on, Leaf.
I should really get the scroll over to Leaf.
Sister Leaf.
He makes the best use of it. Because Dakta is gone after this chapter.
Yep. Yeah, people in Leaf and Lyphisism, you need to have items in there. And
actually, Dakta comes back in chapter 24, but... well...
really?
Yeah, as an enemy with something that looks close to the Irvin. And he's just... I think he was the Irvin guy, I don't know.
Yeah, Super Thracia has like a unique story, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think I remember I read like somewhat of a synopsis somewhere. Like there's a bunch of zombies or something. It's very weird.
Yeah.
I think we should make that our priority after Project Exile has finished. Just translates for Thracia.
Make Crash playtest every chapter.
Perfect.
Probably deserves it after what he's making you do, right?
I don't.
Randomized class promotion, my goodness.
I don't really mind this. It's just.
Also, I'm surprised the victory music is playing. Seems a little early.
Hasn't it played since the start of the chapter?
No.
No, it played the normal theme, and now it's...
I never noticed the shift.
Usually it's like when there's 2 or 3 enemies left, so I'm surprised there's still like 4 or 5. Oh, I have the map for the kids if you want to know. Hopefully it's the same, if not, who knows.
Tough luck.
Alright, chapter 18, I also wanted to add something to that. In chapter 18, the armor knights in the middle have unique skill sets. And also the NPCs have unique skill sets, so you exactly know which kid belongs to which armor knight. Which is,
oh, really?
Which is like really cool.
Regular.
Huh, yeah, an improvement over normal Thracia.
That guy's going to steal my loot.
Are you implying regular Super Thracia isn't improvement to Thracia in general?
Probably not.
If you go to what's it called, romhacking.net, Super Thracia is listed as an improvement. So yeah.
Someone needs to change that article. That is incorrect.
It's perfect as it is.
Yep, nothing to see here. Just had to rig for crits 3 times. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it gets worse.
Okay.
Trust me, it gets way worse. Like Chapter 11X, you starting to fight Vika, a capped speed swordmaster, because for some reason she just picked up a sword instead of just attacking you in Raven form. I don't know.